Hey guys, this is Tiffany with the Nerdettes, and as you can see, I obviously am joined by my wife's plush, because I need it after watching this episode. Oh, this is Volume 5, Chapter 11, The More the Merrier, and, oh gosh, okay, not gonna cry again, gonna talk about this and it's gonna be fine and we're gonna be good. Okay. So this episode, you guys, I don't even know where to begin. So we're gonna recap and review as we go along, and I'm gonna try my best not to cry because I've dealt with this like twice already, and here we go a third time. So basically, it starts off with RWBY, Jean, Yang, Nora, Crow, Oz, Weiss, Lynn. All of them arrive to Haven and to answer Leo's call to, they kind of know that something's up, what exactly, they're not sure. So they come up to the school. Leo's there. He's acting all sketchy, like, why do you have your weapons? Well, obviously, as Crow puts it very succinctly, we're huntsmen and huntresses. Of course we have our weapons. Why are you acting weird? And of course, Yang notices the raven on the banister, and and of course knows it's her mom. And Raven, of course, appears, showing Nora and everybody else that she actually is kind of she's able to transfigure from a raven into herself. So Raven basically says she's accepted. There's no beating Salem, so she's joined the dark side, as you would put it. She opens a portal. Cinder comes out, throwing a fireball at Ruby, knocking her backwards with Mercury and Emerald. And so Hazel comes in, locks the doors, and lets everybody know that the White Fang are preparing demolitions on Haven. And it's being led by Adam, as we see. So Leo, it's revealed that he gave all the information on the huntresses and hunters to Salem, and that's why when Crow went on his expedition and his hunt to find them, he couldn't find any of them, is because Leo provided all that information to Salem, and they were killed by Hazel and by who else? Anyway, so Jean freaking loses his shit and, is like, I'll make you pay. You're gonna suffer. Like, he wigs out. Like, he broke down when Pyrrha was in trouble, obviously, but I've never seen him, like, kind of twitch, as you might put it in anime. When a character goes twitch and goes either yandere, which, as we know, it basically means, like, kind of Fatal Attraction, stabby, yandere, like, I will murder all of you. He doesn't quite go that far, but he does go, like, outside his norm, so as he's making his speech, he's like, he tells Cinder to say something, and she's just kind of like, who are you again? And of course, that's enough to propel him into action. So we see a bit of a fight between him and Cinder, and it gets pretty rough, and Crow starts going after Raven, and basically says, we're not family. We've never been family, and even if we are, we're not family anymore. Sadly. Oscar/Oz go after Leo, and Ozpin, chooses to kind of stay in the background for that particular fight. Weiss, in the meantime, gets hurt. She's trying her best to, hold her own against the Spring Maiden. I think I keep getting different like pronunciations because at first you think it's Ray, like uh, Raylan or Traylon or something like that. Anyway, so Weiss gets hurt, and Cinder's still fighting John. RWBY tries to stop everything because she sees Cinder going after John, and she just has a flashback of Cinder going after Pyrrha. It, of course, ignites that reaction of her silver eyes. So as they're starting to flash, Mercury takes her out, knocks her out, quite literally. Cinder, like, stops in mid-battle, and Jean gets, thrown down by Cinder, and she's like, he wants her to stop playing around and just fight. So she's like, fine, enough is enough then. She turns her sword into a spear, throws it at Weiss, and like pierces right through her in the back. Like, she's not even facing her to, try to defend herself. She just takes her out, stabs her in the back with a spear, and Weiss falls. And that's how the episode ends. So, we dealt with this with Penny, we dealt with this with Pyrrha, and now with Weiss. And what sucks is Jean, like, he's always had a thing for Weiss. He kind of friend-zoned Pyrrha, but in his own way, he loved her as well. And now this other person whom he has loved is, for all means and purposes, dead. So, I don't know, like, last time you kind of got a weird vibe about whether she's alive or dead. This time, it kind of leaves it very ambiguous. Like, I feel like we're about to see Jean's semblance go full on hardcore. Like, I don't know how it's going to manifest itself, but pretty sure this is going to be the trigger. And, we'll see what happens. But yeah, this episode was very hard to watch. I was like heaving. So it's taken me about an hour to get myself back under control. I was literally laying in bed, like, chest heaving, like having a hysterical reaction because, and then of course my brain goes into its analytical, logical mode. So, but yeah, that was chapter 11, The More the Merrier, which just basically refers to, the fact that so many of them showed up to answer Leo's call, and that's the statement that is made, the more the merrier. So, yeah, I mean, we're getting really close to the end of the season, and you can really tell it with this episode. Like, it's starting to ramp up hardcore, and I can't even imagine how the season is going to end if going at this pace, because it's about to end soon. I think maybe there's only a couple more episodes. I'm not quite sure how many more, but there's only a few more episodes coming up. So, I mean, this is about to end, and we're probably going to see something crazy before this is all said and done. So, but yeah, that's Volume 5, Chapter 11. And I will definitely continue reviewing this until the season's up for Chapter 5. And, keep my Weiss with me. Definitely subscribe. We got some awesome giveaways we're going to be announcing. Also, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/thenerdettes. And we just hope to see you guys back again soon. Thank you for watching, and see you later. Bye.